Boys, last night, before I went to bed, I was getting this feeling inside of my heart. And I couldn't sleep until I wrote this down for a video idea. I was so pissed off. I was like trying to sleep, and like when some things are pissing you off, you just like ugh, like you just like slap the freaking pillow, you slap the bed, you're just like so pissed off. You might be wondering, what's making me pissed off at 11 p.m. when I'm about to sleep? Like, what's making me pissed off at that time? Trust me, it's not my parents, it's not my family, it's not my friends, it's none of that. It's none of that. But you know what's actually making me pissed off? Let me read it to you. I wrote it in my notes. I told myself last night that when I wake up, God willing, which I did, record this video. Why is everyone so freaking weak? Why are we told to stay weak? Why does everyone want to remain the same? And I said, quote unquote, just relax, bro. Quote. And I was getting pissed off at that. Why? This morning I woke up and it was just like one of the best feelings. Genuinely, I'm so grateful. I woke up this morning, bro. I got myself a coffee. I prayed. I read my Quran. I went outside. I was just sitting there and I was just observing the freaking birds, the squirrels. Like, bro, it was one of the best feelings in the world. I came back upstairs, about to get started, and I saw like an old picture of myself, on my laptop. And I'll put it on the screen. Nothing special about this picture, but I almost ended up tearing up literally like 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago. The reason why is because that kid didn't know any better, That kid was just, like, he didn't have like a super masculine like leader, if that makes sense. Like, I'm really grateful for my dad. I think I've an amazing dad. But in terms of like being a man, in terms of being masculine, in terms of having that like what we're supposed to be brought up with, learning how to work hard and accomplishing things and leveling up our strength, our confidence, like becoming a man, having a rite of passage. We didn't really have any of that in this generation, right? And so I was just looking at him and I was like, yeah, bro. Like, I woke up. I was brought up just like the most feminine way possible. And compared to other kids, bro, I was one of the most feminine kids in the school. Like, how some guys were just a little bit more masculine, they're just more confident. I wasn't. I was like that one feminine. I was like probably one of the more feminine kids. I was a kid with like zero like energy to push. I wasn't part of like the school teams. I wasn't like the cool guys. Just, I wanted to be them. I wanted to be like strong and confident and super masculine, super respected like some of the other kids in my school. I wanted to become like those guys. I wasn't. So I spend most of my time just doing bad habits. I spend most of my time just scrolling, playing video games that made me feel like I was a man, but I really wasn't deep down, obviously. Like, I was still that loser kid. But in these video games, I was playing Valorant, Fortnite, I was playing Rocket League, I was playing Rainbow Six Siege, like especially Fortnite, that was my game. I was playing Minecraft, like PvP, survival games, Hypixel. Like, if you have been playing games, like, you know what I'm talking about. Call of Duty, I didn't play much. I played some CSGO. I wanted to become like I was like one competitive kid. From the outside, I looked like a freaking blob. I couldn't even have any respect for myself, and no one had respect for me. But in the games, obviously, I was crazy in a lot of games, Fortnite especially. But like, I'm just trying to say, like, I didn't know like what being masculine was. So it got to a point where like I was in university first year, 4 years ago, and I was just like looking at the level of version I was, and I was just a loser. I had no confidence, zero self-confidence, zero self-respect, no work ethic, no drive, no like nothing. And I was just living like a freaking P-word. I was living like a wuss. Bro. Every single morning, wake up, scroll, like there was zero ambition, but deep down, I wanted to achieve things. Deep down, I'm like, why am I so weak? I know I'm not supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to go out there and achieve things and become someone great. I'm supposed to go out there and fulfill my potential. I'm supposed to go out there and become my strongest, most respected self. At this, like, I knew what I knew what I should be doing, but there was just no guidance, like how to truly become a man. So when I was not a man, I was a freaking male. I was just low testosterone. Literally, I had such low testosterone. The doctor told me, and this is when I first learned about testosterone. I asked the doctor, can I get tested? And she's like, okay, yeah. When the results came back, you know how low my testosterone was? It was like 250 something or 250 or like 300 max. Do you know how low that is? Do you know how low that is? I was 18 years of age at that time. I should have been closer to 1,000. Do you see that range? I was 800 to like 700 to 800 like units off. Do you know what that freaking means? I was a wuss. But this is the world that we're living in, which like they celebrate wusses. This is the world that it's so man, this really like makes me so mad because you don't understand, guys. For the last 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, bro, all I was doing is just like I didn't know my purpose. I didn't know why I was on this path of self-improvement and or nothing like that. I forgot like I just became comfortable. I chose comfort. And that's the world that we also live in. Everyone else is just comfortable. Why? Why can't we just achieve things? Why can't we push harder? This makes me so freaking pissed off. Why are we damned for trying to achieve our goals? Why are we damned from trying to become stronger? Like, for example, when I was getting stronger, when I was waking up at, 6 a.m., we're living in such a feminized world where everyone's like, oh, why are you waking up so early? Like, 6 a.m. is not even that early, but like even like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., oh, you're hurting yourself. Why you're doing it? Shut the frick up. Let me just become strong, bro. I'm tired of being weak. That's why. Because I hate who I am right now. I hate being lazy and freaking docile. But everyone's like, why toxic masculinity is so... Shut the frick up. I know what it feels like to be a feminine man. And let me tell you, it is not something that's good. It doesn't feel good. I know what it feels like to be feminine. I know what it feels like to be ignored by the opposite gender when you're walking in public. I know what it feels like to be the shadow. I know what it feels like to be the odd one out. I know what it feels like to have no respect for yourself or for others having respect for you. I know what it feels like because I've been that kid. I know what it feels like when you have no freaking power inside of you and you feel like a freaking wuss, living every single day like a wuss. You know that you're clearly not at your potential. I know what it feels like when you're freaking lost and you're a loser. When others are achieving things and getting stronger and they have more respect and they're getting more girls, whatever it is. And you're telling me toxic masculinity? The freaking problems that we have in this world is because of having no masculinity anymore. Because these freaking office chair guys who work in their freaking cubicles, like that's the modern man. Working in freaking cubicles, office chair, and like getting your freaking matcha latte and like what? Like come home and just watch more movies. Oh, I can't wait to see Spider-Man. F you! I can't wait to see the next Spider-Man movie. Can't wait to go to the theaters for that, dude. Shut the frick up, bro. So much freaking mediocrity. I was thinking like, you know what? This is why I understand David Goggins. I understand these people that do crazy stuff to most compared to like, what most people think, obviously. I understand because we're in this freaking wussy world that we're living in. In this world that we're living in, which is all just about being a wuss. Like we gotta voluntarily push ourselves. Even if we don't have to. Like does David Goggins, does he have to run 100 kilometers per day or per week? No, he doesn't. Does he have to wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m.? No, he doesn't. Does he have to take cold showers? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to do that. But guess what, bro? I realize and we realize, and we're the small group of people that realize we want more. We're the small group of people that realize life is all about getting more and achieving more. Why am I settling? We're the small group of people that realize we have freaking balls, bro. We're the small group of people that realize I am not accepting laziness and freaking sloth. I'm not gonna waste this life away. That's what we realize. Again, thanks to God. I'm really grateful to God for that. What the frick is this, bro? Like, what the heck is this? We're the small group of people that realize, you know what? We're meant and capable of so much freaking more. We can get so much stronger. We can get so much more accomplished in whatever way you want to be accomplished. But yet, the freaking world that we live in just celebrates mediocrity. Most people, like I'm not even trying to be arrogant here, bro. Cause like I get it. There was a certain point in time when I was freaking like a loser, right? But it's like when I looked at my old picture, when I looked at that version of myself when I was younger, like 13, 14, 12, whatever, I was like, that kid didn't know any better. That kid was playing video games and he was, accomplishing things in the video games instead of accomplishing things in life because he was never told how to accomplish things in life. He was never told to become stronger in life. He was never told to have that brotherhood in life. He was never told to have these adventures in life. Like, he was never shown how to do it. Like the kid, like I imagine, if God wills, I imagine raising my son. And like, I imagine him like taking him out to like the woods or something and helping him cut down his first tree. Like, you know how cringy this sounds to many of these freaking people online. Like, oh, why does he have to cut down his tree? Bro, he doesn't have to. But like, This is him leveling up in life, bro. Instead of freaking jerking off to freaking ooh girls on TikTok, he's doing this actually in life. Like he's actually getting stronger in life. He's learning how to cut down a tree. It's not about cutting down a tree. Like that's not the main. That's not like the main objective here. The main objective is to help him level up his freaking skills and help him become capable and help him level up his mindset and help him achieve big things. Next time when he grows older, like from him learning how to cut down a tree, bro. Like, that's a pretty... I don't know how to freaking cut down a tree. Imagine this kid learns. When he's older, he's going to be doing bigger and bigger things. He just leveled up his strength. Life, like, as men especially, like, we're all about, like, getting to that next little level. This is why when we play Minecraft or, like, these games, like, there's XP levels, bro. It's like, okay, you get to level 30, you unlock this thing. But, like, that's not... Like, you can unlock more. You can get even more. You can get stronger every time. It's like when you play a video game, you start off as a level 1. You freaking fight the little goblins on the freaking screen. But then at one point, you're not supposed to be fighting goblins anymore. Otherwise, that's freaking boring. You're not getting any stronger. Imagine you play a game and all you fight is goblins. Like, what the frick? Like, I'm trying to level up. That's the point of a game. The game is to level up and become stronger, right? So you go from fighting goblins to like, then you're getting stronger, you're leveling up your weapons, you know, you're doing more tasks, you're doing more things, you're unlocking more things in life. Oh, now you're level 50, or you're going to be fighting a level 50 freaking demon or whatever now you're going to, you know what I'm trying to say? And then you beat that guy, so you become even more stronger. Freaking heck, bro. You get more things in life, you get more brotherhood, you become the leader of your tribe, whatever, in these games, you know? You become the leader, and then you fight like the level 100, like the main mob, the main boss of the entire video game series. Like the guy who no one can beat, and then you beat him, but yet, as younger kids, we were told to be freaking docile and okay, yeah. That's what we're told to be younger while growing up. No wonder why we were freaking depressed. Man, if other people don't want to achieve success, whatever. You don't have to. If other people are okay with being a freaking estrogenic, like gay little freaking guy drinking his matcha latte, like he can do that. That's fine. That's his life. But don't freaking like. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. Our actions, like, it's not just about like let him do his thing and don't like. The thing is, our actions, right? They're actually very contagious. Our lives are very contagious. The world that we live in, it seems like, oh, you do you, I do me, right? It seems like that, like, oh, let him do his thing, right? Technically, yes, he's allowed to. It's his life, right? But the reason why we have all the issues is because of the fact that weak men, like a lot of us, exist. You see, the weak men are just doing their thing. They're just living their life. But because they are weak, it's affecting the rest of the world. You know, we all affect each other. This is something that I learned from my religion. You know, as Muslims, we're all one. Like, if you're Muslim or not, it doesn't matter. But as Muslims, we believe other Muslims, like, we're like brothers and sisters, right? So if the Muslims are weak, like if individually, on an individual level, if I'm weak as a Muslim, like it's going to affect my family, it's going to affect others, it's going to affect other Muslims, and then it's going to affect other Muslims and other Muslims. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like this. Every big movement, every big war, every big change in society starts off with one individual who chooses to not stay weak anymore, who chooses to not be told what to do. He changes his behavior, he changes his habits, he changes his action, he becomes stronger. It starts off with one individual who chooses excellence, who chooses his best potential instead of freaking living life with so much freaking distraction. It's one person who chooses, and then he starts to affect his loved ones around him. And then those loved ones start to affect their loved ones. And it grows and it grows. Every single change in life starts off on an individual level, which is me and you. So yes, technically they can do whatever the frick they want with their life. But genuinely, no. No, they can't. They can, but they're affecting other people. They're affecting other people. If we want to have a society where freaking satanic little guys are not winning, then we have to change our habits. Then we have to start standing up and becoming stronger. We have to choose for excellence. This is the thing. This is why comfort is so cancerous. Comfort, this entire thing is so cancerous because it makes you feel like everything is fine. It makes you feel like, oh, you don't need to do it. Like, why? I get one life. Why? I get one life to achieve my greatest. Why am I settling? You know? If I get this one life, like, why, like, all of these blessings I've been given, why am I not growing and getting more? Why am I not trying to accomplish more? Why am I not going to get even more stronger to set a good example for other people too? It's not just about like, oh, I'm getting stronger. It's also about like, can we set an example where, like, you know, the future generation, our like friends and whatever, like, they can see, like, you know what, bro, this kid, like, it's not just about me becoming a strong guy and yeah, I'm so strong. It's not just about that, but it's about like having a culture of individuals who keeps pushing forward, who keeps pushing more, who keeps getting stronger. Instead of having a generation that just chooses to settle, we have a generation that keeps moving forward. We choose excellence in the way we raise our children, in the way we interact with others. Yeah, I'm just really pissed off. And I think at least I'm justified. I think I'm justified. All those freaking negative limiting beliefs I had towards myself growing up. Like all these negative limiting beliefs because like, bro, you get like I don't think most people know this, but like, bro, I was genuinely like forgotten in school. Like I was genuinely not forgotten, but like I was genuinely like it wouldn't matter if I existed or not. It wouldn't matter if I existed in school. It wouldn't matter. Like if I like no one gave a crap. And that's because I was a weak little freaking video gamer nerd. Because no one taught me how to become a true man. All these things have led to like such low self-respect for myself where I thought like no girl likes me. There's no point of even trying. No one respects me. I would change my personality to fit in with others so that they could maybe like me, but then they would just think I'm weirder. Like I literally suppressed my own authentic self for so long just because I thought that I would be judged for being authentic in myself because I had negative feedback, you know? I had like people I thought that people did think I was weird. Like my authentic self was weird. So I never really showed that to anyone. All these years, like I could have had like higher self-esteem. And again, I'm grateful to God because God made me a beautiful story so I can come here and record and share the story with you guys so I can inspire you guys. You know, if I didn't go through all of that, then I would not be here, you know? I would not be here talking on YouTube. I would not be on this path of self-improvement. I would be like everyone else, sleeping in. Today's a Sunday. I'm sure everyone loves their bed. I'm sure everyone's clinging to their pillow. I'm sure. But you know what? If I want to be a man, if I want to be a true man, a man who can truly feel purposeful and successful and fulfilled and constantly accomplishing things and reaching for more and keep on growing and keep on getting better and you know actually do something with this short life that we've been given. If I want to be that man, I'm gonna wake up early. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna wake up at 6:30. I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. because I want to get up early. It's a hard thing to do. That's why I want to do it. You know, in this world that we live in, we have to voluntarily go for discomfort. Voluntarily go for discomfort. Voluntarily. Why? Because everything is so easy. And it's so easy to be just like, oh, okay, like I don't have to push hard. But that's the killer of a man. That's the killer of a man. The moment you settle, that's the killer of a man. That's the killer of your future potential. That's the killer of the real man that you could be. The most accomplished, the top like 1%, 10% of men. The top leaders, the top dreams, whatever the frick you had for the future. You being able to provide for your parents, you being respected, you being like more attractive, you being the top guys who get like any girl that they want, even though I'm sure you're not like a degenerate freaking Miami retard. Still, you know, you have the options, you have the resources, you have the strong brotherhood, you have the purpose to keep contributing to this earth, contributing to your family and doing big things. It all comes from this sense of I don't want to settle for less when I can keep pushing and growing for more. How can I stop learning when there's so much to learn? When there's so many subjects and topics that I can learn so I can keep growing? How can I stop learning? How can I stop going to the gym? How can I stop going to the gym if I have a more potential to get a bigger physique, to keep pushing my body because my body is so capable for more? How can I stop? How can you stop when there's more things to achieve and accomplish? You know, you guys gotta have some good friends as well. Genuinely, you guys gotta have some friends that are waking up every single day trying to achieve. Like genuinely, you guys gotta have some friends that are doing that. That are like waking up at 6:30 a.m., 6 a.m. That are also disciplined. That are also pushing to become a strong man. That are also pushing for their potential. Otherwise, you're gonna be so influenced, bro. You're gonna be so influenced, and this is, I guess, one reason why the first 2 to 3 years of university, I made zero friends on purpose. And you know what? I don't want to say I regret it, bro, because I met so many cool people at university. I met so many cool people at university, you know, this year. But this 4th year university, bro, because I've made so many friends, 99% of them, except like a couple, obviously, like I'm not trying to be arrogant because everyone has their own lives and everyone's trying to live their own life. Okay, that's great. I'm not trying to be arrogant and say I'm better than them. But for where I'm trying to go, for the type of man that I'm trying to become, like fulfilling my potential, making me the best version of me, like all of this, like not many people are doing that on a daily basis every single day. Not many people are waking up early and hitting those cold showers and pushing their mentality, pushing their mental, pushing their discipline, pushing their weak self and getting stronger mentally, physically, mindset wise. So like you just become influenced, bro. You become influenced. You're just like, okay, yeah, everyone else seems fine, so I guess It's better to have very little friends. It's better to have very little friends. It's better to have a very small group of people. It's better to have like 2 people and no one else. If it, like again, other people might think this is crazy, but that's all I have to say today. I just want to fulfill my potential, and I think you do as well. So thank you for watching, bro. I know this was a very long one. If you're new, click the subscribe button. Follow my Instagram. It's in the link in the description down below. Other than that, boys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, discipline is key. And I'll see you on the next one.